all cow farms. I've never actually built this, but it should be very easy. I'm not gonna. The only ones I'm not gonna go and do it to is for the Mark II, is because it's massive. But it's possible on Mark 6. So I'm not doing it to the Mark II or the Mark 6. But if you want me to do that, I'll do it in another video. So 1, 3, and 4, and 5. So let's get rid of all this shit. You do need a dispenser, piston, sticky piston, lever, a button, hopper, a chest, a block of your choice, and some glass. These are basic requirements. We're going to start with the Mark 1. These are not for compressed. Alright? Compressed is totally different. Basically, let me show you how this works. On my cow farms, compressed, it's basically like a tree. There's a tree, there's a branch. You can't do a branch off a branch. Sometimes you can, but you can't have compressed ones. Actually, wait, no, I'm wrong. You can have compressed ones. So it either goes like that or like that. Alright, but we'll start off with a standard Mark 1. Oh no, it's my sister. Right. For the standard Mark 1, it's going to be this, right? I'm going to be upgrading the other versions of it. So what's this one? Right, I'm going to be upgrading the other Marks. You can separate these. No, he hasn't, Chloe. You can separate these. You don't have to have them like that. You can separate them, so you can have them like a set of speakers if you want. But I'm going to be upgrading the original ones. So if you really want to build these, I'd recommend going down on my channel and having a look at how to build it with the original versions, and then build the normal ones. So for starters, let's actually get started. Let me just clear some space. So here's the Mark 1. This is the original Mark 1 with the lava. I think that was the lava, or was it empty? Yep, lava. Yeah, that looks like it was lava. That's probably a bit too quick though. No idea. But basically, what you want to do is basically just build that onto the other side. This goes for all versions as well, all versions. So basically, you just want to build the exact same as before. In fact, it might be easier doing it at this side, but remember, if you've got redstone track there, it's going to make it a bit harder. The way that you're going to have to build it is you're going to have to build the the reverse of it. So basically, the best way to actually do it is like it's saying that will have to connect this way. So you will have to build the reverse, which I've never done before. This is basically the first for me as well. So since this is a Mark 1, this one should be easy. This idea was originally for the Mark 5, so those people who have the Mark 5 and not the Mark 6, you are in luck, because it was originally meant for that design. So the Mark 1 just basically has that and that. Obviously not that, it's that. That's the original version. You do need a fence as well for that. There's a better way of actually bringing out the chest. You could probably put it there if you really wanted to, which would make it look really nice. I'm also going to be building one of these on the Minecraft Survival for a Mark 5. I might be doing it for a Mark 6, but no, yeah, I don't know. That probably should have come out a block, but it doesn't really matter. But once you've done that, you want to wire this one up like so. This is going to be very difficult. We don't need that. We're probably going to need a block of quartz though. So what we're going to need is bringing the redstone around here. Reese has just invited me to a party. I'm not going to join yet. And then bring the redstone like that, and that should still work for both. That should still work for both of them. And then once you've done that, you're going to have to build the pistons. And then basically wire them up the same. We're going to have to put some redstone there. Redstone trailing. How many sets is one set? Right, we don't need any more than one set. We want to make sure it's all at the same time, otherwise it might get a bit confusing. So when it's at the same time, if you can't get it at the same time, make sure the lava and the pistons go at the exact same time. But that's them connected. Now all we've got to do is connect the lava. Basically exactly the same, just do that. Will this jump itself? No, I'm just thinking, will that jump itself? Basically what you want to do is have exactly the same timing as that. So if you're going to do that, what you're going to need is let me just try and think. Right, something like that, a track like that. I'm just trying to think how this goes. Right, this is a direct connection. I've not built a Max 1 in ages, guys, so I can't fully remember how to do it, as it is the bloody beta version of the device. So basically just build something like this. That will still work. Yeah, what you want to do is bring it all the way around here. Then what you want to do is get your redstone repeater. I'm going to change it to 3 ticks. I think, no, actually no, I'm going to keep it 2, because that might be correct in fact. And have that. That is what you want. That is a dual wield automatic cow farm. Let's press the pistons. Right, only one of them's activated. And that's because it's got the lack of power, I think. No, it's just not connected. So let's press the pistons again. Pistons on this side. Deactivate. Pistons on this side. Deactivate. The lava. And both work. I'm not sure what the lava on this one. You're going to have to give me a second for this. Let's try it. Lava. And yes, it works. The fencing, don't forget the fencing. You've got to do the fence. Let me just shove that there for now. There we go. I'm going to just choose the oak fence. Place it like that, do that, make sure it's open, and you're good to go. Apart from not putting the glass there, and iron bars, and then apart from that, you're good to go. So that's basically that. Try the lava. That one obviously works. So yeah, but basically that's exactly the same. That is a dual wield Mark 1. And now we're going to do a Mark 3. Is this a Mark 3? Let me have a look at the Mark 3. Right, the Mark 3 has something like that, so we need to look for that design. Or I might have to rebuild it. Is this a Mark 3? This looks like a Mark 3 compressed. That's a Mark 6. That's a Mark 5 beta edition. That's a Mark 1 compressed. Right, do you know what we're going to do? We'll just modify this one. I'm not saving the world after it. I'm not going to save the world after it, so do not worry about that. So I'm going to go choose Emerald for this one. So basically the best design for it would actually just adding an extra part on like this, so it would make it look real nice. You could have some ladders going up here. Let me just show what that would be like. Like that. That's what it will look like. So now that we've done the Mark 1, this is the Mark 3, then 4, then 5, right? So that's what we're going to do. 2 more after this one. I'm not doing the Mark 6 or the Mark 2. If you want me to do the Mark 6 or the Mark 2, leave it down in the comments, and also like this video, and then I will get to it. But I wouldn't leave it so long, because I'll probably forget how to do it after a while, so yeah. Unless you guys want to figure it out yourselves. But as you can see, the Mark 3 does have a kill piston. So this one where the kill piston was introduced. Kill piston goes there. This has to be a block higher. Let me check because the Mark 3 is different. Yep. Yep. And then you want to sand here. There we go. And before you even get carried away, don't forget the chest, because that's the most important thing. You want to bring all the way to there. And the Mark 3 does have an XP collector. I will be adding that at the end. Chest. I will say this now, guys. The Mark 4 was where it was removed. So if you still wanted it, it's too late. It's removed by now. I've just realised that it comes out of here. This one, so I'm gonna have to just rebuild that. It's different every time. You can have the chest in a different position every time. It's totally how you want it. But yeah, the pistons are a bit too far forward. I'll push them back a block. And then basically just get a block of your choice. I would recommend 2 different blocks, or you could use emeralds, but I like to use 2 different blocks. Does not make a difference at all. But once you've done them, that is pretty much the box. Then if you want the XP collector, basically go here, and your XP collector is pretty much that. So make sure you have the lever though, otherwise it won't work properly. But there's your XP collector. The cow thing works fine. You got your kill and everything. And let me have a look at this one again. There's 3 buttons. Why is there 3 buttons? Oh yeah, right. This one was the Mark 3 and the Mark 5 is very, very similar. You can use the Mark 3 exactly like the Mark 5. Apart from you'll have to invert the things around. So that's the only difference. I've only just realised that now. Right, so there's that. This is obviously water, so water's going to go there. There's an easy connection, look, water. Water goes there, does not go here. Let's check if it works though. Obviously works. And then the piston, which will be connected from here. You can connect it any way you want. I'm going to connect it this way. Then let's test it. Piston. And it obviously works. And then once we've done that, we've just got to connect the kill piston. I'm going to bring mine out here a bit. I don't know why I just done that. There we go. I actually don't recommend, I highly recommend doing this, putting a repeater there, because doing so will put them both on at the exact same time and kill the cow. This one, like I said, is a bit distance, but there we go. That is the Mark 3 Duel Wield. So now we're going to move on to the Mark 4. So the Mark 4 is... That was the Mark 4. Right. Let me just do this so I can go and do the Mark 4. The Mark 4, guys, it's all going to be pretty much the same. But it's whatever version you depend, like what do you call it? The Mark 1. Some people probably want the Mark 2 because they want indicators. Some people want the Mark 3 because it doesn't use lava. Some people probably want the Mark 4 because it don't use water. Like, you can basically just bend the rules of them. And like I say, you don't even have to use this piston. You can use this one as a bloody Mark 4. But this one is like, it was a lot smaller than the Mark 3. So some people probably have this one instead of the Mark 5 because the Mark 5 has a glitch piston. This one you can't really use the Mach 5 unless you invert them and invert them. But enough said, let's get started with this one now. Basically just do exactly the same on every single one. Basically just build a new part, do all the same instructions to it, and then wire it up. I don't know why I'm doing this one in obsidian, it don't really matter. Probably the only block I had at the time, but it doesn't really matter. You can add coloured glass. I'm not actually doing coloured glass, I prefer the default. But if you want to do coloured glass, go ahead. I'm going to do the chest first because I'm sick of doing the chest always last. I'm going to use some... I'm going to use this, in fact. That, and then let's get that. So I'm not sure the position of this one. Obviously it pokes out the side, but like it says, guys, XP collector is removed. You can add it back, like I said. Pretty much the same designs over and over, pretty much the same builds over and over, and pretty much the same uses over and over. So now let's finish up with this, and there's that pretty much built the structure. Now all we've got to do is build the dispenser, which is obviously going to go here. It does wire up correctly if you build it correctly, but that's the dispenser already. Look guys, that is the dispenser already wired, and I will prove it by doing this. TNT, probably not TNT, bedrock. Press the water button, and then obviously it shoots down there, but it'll work exactly the same as the other one. Also you got to put a sign as well. I need a sign. There we go. And for all those people that are actually watching, make sure you do iron bars as well. I forgot to mention you got to do iron bars. But all those people that are watching, Duel Wield will get it done quicker, but you're going to need 4 cows instead of 2. Right, once you've done that, let's get the pistons now. But you will need a lot more cows. I noticed some people do have problems getting cows. But basically, just, yeah, it's just to help people that need food and that need leather. So basically, once you've got that, turn on kill piston, and the kill piston will obviously work. There, look. That is pretty much that. So I don't think I missed anything off apart from the bars. You always got to add the bars. But if you build it correctly, it will look really nice. Make sure you add the ladders. Let me just get rid of that sign for a second. And it will look really, really nice. It just looks absolutely beautiful like this. And I highly recommend building this. Now let's move on to the last one, which is obviously the Mach 5. The Mach 6. I'm going to say this now, guys. If you don't know how to do the Mach 6 or the Mach 2, leave it down in the comments and I will do it. But basically you got to build the exact same, and then you got to copy that over there but in reverse. And then, yeah, it's not really that hard to do. It's not really that hard to do. You just got to rewire it. It's not really that hard. So if you can do it correctly, yeah, the Mach 2 may be a pain in the ass though. That's the only problem. Oh my god. Let me just kill a few of these minutes. There we go, just killing a few of them. You do get quite a lot from it though, guys. The Mach 2, I don't know why, but it does produce cooked for some reason. But yeah, let's get straight onto the Mach 5 now. Let's choose a different block. Let's go for diamond. But yeah, basically 4x4 platform, same as always. Same as always, beta 4x4. I think this one's got it sticking out the front. No, it's got it sticking out the side. I don't know why they've all got it sticking out the side, and that's... Oh yeah. The Mach 6 does have this as well, guys. It's re-added the XP collector for the Mach 6. It's re-added the Mach 6 collector. XP collector, so yeah, that's brilliant. So it was brought back in the Mark 6, which is obviously the final model, but yeah. But yeah, let's get straight onto this one, as it's the last one. If you want more information about these cow farms, leave it down in the comments. But if you want me to also build the other two as this type of version, the Duel Wield, leave it down in the comments. But I think that most of the people who know about Redstone should obviously get it done very quick. But the Mark 5, I'm very familiar with the Mark 5 because I built one for Andy today. And the Mark 5 for me is probably the best version. My reason for that is because this one does require arrows. It requires arrows, and this isn't really an XP collector. This is a XP collector plus the hitting thing. So you can rather use 2 arrows. Like, you don't even need this damn shit, but you'd rather use 2 arrows, or open this, hit him twice, close it, then you can do that. But that's pretty much that, I guess. But don't put it straight down here, because it will really mess it up. So that's why that one's curved there. But the Mark 6, it does require a lot more items, and then basically the fuel removal thing, it'll require fuel for the cook steak. So fuel is required for the cook steak, which is annoying, but that's the final model. But the 5th one was meant to be the final model, so yeah. But back to the video anyway. So basically, just build the opposite. If you don't know how to build the opposite, keep going back and forth, checking. It is very, very easy. Very, very easy to do it. Obviously, I just built that wrong. The Mark 5, glitch piston, normal piston, and down here, kill piston. I'll use a different block. Let me use gold. And then you want to come down here as well and make sure you do this. I can't remember which side is it at. I don't know why it keeps coming out the side. I prefer it coming out the middle. But being mine does come out the middle on my original world. It's just a lot better to come out the middle. Let me get rid of that. You can bugger off. Make sure you test your hoppers. If you don't test them, it doesn't work. So remember the first time I made this, the hoppers didn't really work as well. So always check your hoppers. That is a rule. Always check your hoppers. Make sure you don't build it wrong, otherwise it could mess it up. So you do want to put your guards there, because if you fall in there, you are fucked. Period. You are fucked if you fall in there. But water's this one. So obviously the water is the easiest one to connect. The super easy one to connect. Really easy. I don't know why this isn't doing anything. Oh, is this a piston? Right. This one isn't easy on the Mark 5. I've just realised that. Connecting it to the Mark 5, connecting a Duel Wield on the Mark 5 is not actually easy. Because you've also got glitch piston. And I've just noticed a problem down there because there's no sign either. There we go. Make sure you have the signs. Is this glitch piston? Right, the glitch piston is the easiest one to connect because you could just do this. Obviously, we can test these. Glitch at that side. Glitch at that side. The water. Both sides. And then let's do the glitch piston. The glitch piston? What am I on about? The kill piston, which is obviously this. Right, obviously that's going to connect and ruin the circuit, so I'd recommend doing this and that, which would basically do that, add 2 blocks there and a block there, because that will not affect it, and I'll show you. Glitch piston, and test it this side, glitch piston, then the water. This side fan, and obviously this side is going to be fine because that's the original design. So add those blocks there, and then you'll have no problem with the kill piston, as you can just connect it from this point on. Just connect it straight here and you should be fine. So we can test the kill piston, kill and kill. So basically guys, that is the whole Dual Wield of the Automatic Cow Farms. Like I said, I'm not doing Mark 2 and Mark 6 unless you guys really want it. Put it down in the comments. If I get at least one comment asking for Mark 2 and Mark 5, or even if you say Mark 2 or like Mark 5, Mark 2 or Mark 6, then I'll be doing them both in one video. But yeah, if you really enjoy that, I will be doing that in another video. If I've not done the automatic pig farm yet, I don't know if I've done that. I will do that in a video because I doubt I've done that, but I'll check it out. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it comes very useful for you. It is a very useful add-on, I guess you could say that. An extra feature. So yeah, there's 3 versions: compressed, dual, and normal. So yeah, or you could have a dual compressed, but I've never really done one of them. It's pretty much the same, just wire it up exactly the same. But the compressed ones might be a bit harder to do it as it's more compressed, as in the name. So thank you guys for watching. I hope it comes useful, and I will see you all in another video. Please check out my other redstone tutorials and